Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today about the Nibbana. So idani Nibbana Vibhago Vojjati Nibbana Vibhaga. So analysis of the Nibbana is set now. And then here, what is Nibbana? So Samojjaya Vikabba Vikappana Badiseta Buranatha Asatwa Vajakan Nibadikan. So Nibadikan is Nibbana. Okay. What is Nibbana? Nibbana is Asatwa Vajakan. So Nibbana indicates Asatwa Vajakan. So Asatwa Vajakan, Asatwa and Vajaka. Vajaka means indicate or refer to the Asatwa. So that Asatwa also here, Sattva Vojjati Dabban. So that is one, not Dabba. Asatwa means not Dabba. So, okay, this sentence we can understand the meaning. So here, Samojjaya Vikappana Badiseta Burana Attam. So Attam here also actually Bhobi Samasa actually, which has the meaning Samojjaya, so Vikappana, and then Badiseta, and then Burana. So which has the meaning Samojjaya, Vikappana, Badiseta, Burana, and also Asada Vajaka, which does not refer to, or which does not indicate, or the other way, which indicates Asada, Adaba. So Adaba means material or substance, or Asada. So Sada means material or substance. So Asada means no material, immaterial. Okay, later, what is it? So Sarah will explain. So the word which refers to the Adaba Asatwa, and then which has the meaning Samojjaya Vikappana Badiseta Purana. So that is Nibbadika. It is Nibbana. So and then Itta. So in this sentence, so Sattva Vojjati Dabban. So Sattva is said as Dabba. So Dabba is said as Sattva. So Dabba means material or substance. Substance is Sattva. So Tato Inyan, apart from that. So the remaining, apart from that, the Dabba material is called the Asatva and Asatva. So at the time we may understand, immaterial. But so here, Asatva is Samojjayadi Yewa. Samojjayadi Yewa, so Samojjaya and so on. So the meaning of the Samojjaya the meaning of the Vikapa, the meaning of the Bodhisattva, the meaning of the Burana, and so on. Those meanings are called the, Asata.
So, Sayadaw.
Okay.
So, sattva, is it the same as a satta, Sayadaw?
Right. The
Same as
Sanskritization word.
Yeah. Because like in the Moghgalana, instead of saying satta vajaka, I found the word like satta vachana.
Right.
It's the same thing, right, Sayadaw?
Right. The same thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sattva is a Sanskritization.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so Asada Vajaka, to understand the meaning of that word here, Sarah explained. So Asada Wadadi di Asada Vajaka. Here we got sentence. Asada Wajadi di Asada Vajaka. So which means or which express, which indicate Asada. So that word is Asada Vajaka. So that is Nipada. And Atawa or other way or alternatively, Sattva na wadadi di astra vajaka. So the other way, as I explained. So which does not mean Sattva is astra vajaka. So that is why here, astra vajaka is Sattva and the vajaka, the first way. According to this explanation, Astra Vajakan is combination of the Astra and the Vajaka. Astra and the Vajaka. But and according to the another way, so that is Satwan and the Na and the Vajaka. So Na and the Satwa and the Vajaka. Vajaka in this way. We can understand. So the word which means asatva also nibbada, or the word which does not mean sattva also nibbada. In this way we can understand. So yatha, for example, or just like. So Sarah will explain with the simile. Take for example. Take something for example. Ajanda Moloki Kani Mukhani di, just like this word. Ajanda Moloki Kani Mukhani. Okay. Ajanda. So in this case also, so Janda Molokika, Jandan Olokika. Okay. So and the Ajandan Olokikani Mukhani. Or na and the jandan onlokikani mukhani, like this word. So negative negation the first one, joining with the janda, or the second one, that is joining with the onlokika. So not wadadi, like that. Yeah, not wadadi. But in the first way, the negation is joining with the sato, asato. So ajanda monlokikani mukhani. So, and then nanu ja, nanu ja, nanu. So, this nanu ja, that one also like the style of the commentary explanation. So when we learned the you know, translation methodology. So nanuja. So at that time, the easy way is nanuja jodemi. We can understand in this way. Nanuja. So jodemi. In this way, we can understand. That is why in the
So it signals a question, right? It signals a question, right?
Actually, yeah. Nanu also, yeah, question. But so the sentence starting with that nanu also, not just question, how to say, complaining or arguing, because so the second listener or second person does not agree with the former statement. So that is he want to make an argument. So at the time, so that sentence starting with the nanu. So to understand that point, in the traditional method, the translation methodology. So to understand easy way, so this the sentence starting with the nanuja. So that is the Jordan, how to say, argument sentence. I will ask a question. Let me ask a question in this way we can understand. So we ban e Kedu the dragon. So yeah. So nanu. So technically, literally, so nanu is the combination of the na and the nu. So na means negation, and the nu also. Do you remember the indicatory letter for the question?
Yes.
In the Pāļi make easy also K or nu or B nu and so on, right?
Yes.
So here nu is indicatory letter for the question. So that is why na and nu together like the how to say tag question.
It's not like is it not that? Something like that.
Right. So sometimes the former sentence is the how to say statement at the time. The question is a negative question. Isn't it, or something? Or does it, or does not it, in this way? Tech question or something, the technical term, I could not remember. Okay, so later when you translate that sentence, we can understand. So, okay, nanu jodemi. So, lekani na nama asadharane na. So, bhavidabha. Lekani na nama. So, the lekani na nama asadharane na. So, bhavidabha. So actually, how to understand this sentence, the grammatically, lakanena, asadharanena, bhavidabha.
So it's like uncommon characteristics, you know. Lakhanena asadara.
Okay. Lakkhana is a characteristic.
Yes.
Yeah. So asadarana is non-universal.
Yes, it's not common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, not common. So Bhavidabha.
This is like a bhava meaning in here, Sayadaw?
Right. So in English, such a usage is not so not used such a one, but in Pali, how to say? Sorry, that time also I forgot it. Not active, not passive, impersonal verbs. Impersonal verbs, Bhavidabhan is not referring to a person. Not active voice, not passive voice. So that is impersonal voice. So, but according to English, so it should be translated. So, Lakhanena Bhavidabha. So the characteristic should be in common. So-called the characteristic should be in common. So should not be connected with, should not be common.
So the characteristic should not be in common.
Should be in common.
Oh, should be in common.
Yeah.
That
means should not be connected with the everyone.
I see. But then we have the word nanu, and then so is it not that the characteristic should be uncommon? So which means the characteristic should be uncommon, should not be the same for everything. Right? So, is that what it means?
Okay, so Lakhanena Asadarana Bhavidabha Yatha Kakhala Lakhana Bhatvida Duti. And the Asadwa Vachakadandu Akhayada Ubasaka Nipa Danambi Ati Katan Lakhanam Bhavati. Nama Mewahi Nama Mewahi Sadwabhida Na Mubakatandi Nayan Niyamo Yan Sadaranambi Yata Visisanan Labadita Lakana Bawadi Yewa Yata Robanatina Rubandi. Okay. So Sayadaw said Asada Vajaka Nibadika. That is the characteristic of the Nibada. Asada Vajaka Nibadika. The characteristic of the Nibada is the one which does not mean sattva or which means asattva.
Yes.
That is characteristic of the Nibada. So at that time, someone or the other one does not agree that one. It's not make it clear to him that he want to ask a question. So the question is here. So Lakhanena Nama Asadaranena Bhavidabha. Actually, so characteristic of something, it should be individual for itself.
Right. So does that mean what he means is that
Okay, not finished yet.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So here, asata vajakan. So referring to the asata is the characteristic of not only the nibbada, but also akhyata and the upasaka as well. That is why this characteristic is common, not in common. That is, it should not be asada vajakan is characteristic of the nibbada. That statement is difficult to accept it. That is why he make a question. He asks a question.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so firstly, roughly we should understand in this way. At the time when we translate, we can understand easily.
Yes.
Okay, so that is why here the first one, he make a question. So nanuja lekhanina nama asa dharanina bhavidabat. So actually, characteristic should be in common. Isn't that right? Maybe in this way, the meaning of nanu. Isn't it? Isn't in this way? For example, as he so gives the example. For example, the kakala lekana battery dadu. The characteristic of the battery dadu is the kakala roughness. The characteristic of the roughness is the one of the battery up element. But here, asatwa wajakat dan to do mean bad. Asada wajakat dan. So meaning or referring to the asada
That is the
is
bound,
very.
right, Sayadaw?
Hmm?
Attang is the state, right, Sayadaw?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
heaven the meaning of yeah.
That is attang, not attang, right, Sayadaw?
Yeah, atan.
Yeah.
Have,
So the
so state of
meaning,
meaning.
yeah.
Yeah, state of meaning the asada is akyada upaseki kan ati. So there is akyada upaseki kanambi
Yeah, so the
ati. So
Akjata
there
and
is.
Upasaka also have that
So
state.
have that state, right?
Yeah.
Have that state. So katan lekhanam bhavadi. How should it be the characteristic of the nibbada? Katan lekhanam bhavadi. How is it characteristic? So actually, the nature of the characteristic is individual, related to in common, but here common related to the nibbada as well as the akhada and upasakika. So it's not possible to be taken as characteristic of that one. So that is he make a question. And then so nama mewahi satwa bidana upagadanti. Nama mewahi nama hiyatama ajinjao nama mewa Nam bốc đi đà liên sẽ đọa bi đà nền ra cụ hô trên the uba gà đàn yao ý đề đà mà trô cho anh nè so cái đi na yêu đồ na nó mất điện đi mà hô lo. So okay. So here in this chapter we learn the four types of word, the nama, upasaka, nibbada, and the akhyata. Among these four, So only nama so can mean the sattva. The remaining three can mean asattva. So that is why also this statement is not it's difficult to acceptable as a characteristic of the Nibbata. So want to say like that. That is why nama mewa hi sattva bidana ubagatam.
Yeah.
Only the nama can mean sattva.
Yes.
Is that right? In this way. So that is why nayan niyamo, not ayan niyamo. This is not characteristic. So nayan niyamo. But this one, nayan niyamo.
Like this is
So
not the rule. But
yeah. So ayan niyamo. So this niyama is so na yokdo, na the meaning of na is together with the yokdo. Na yokdo nanu. Is not it's not reasonable. It's not reasonable. This rule is not reasonable, isn't it? In this way. Nayan yod na ayan niyamo na yodo nanu. So this nanu is joined with this one. Na yodo nanu. So isn't it?
where is the word yukto, Sayadaw?
So actually the meaning of the na is not just how to say, not just it's not. So it's not possible, it's not reasonable in this way.
So
To
Sayadaw,
understand.
yeah, the na yang
Okay.
niyamo is part of the question, Sayadaw. It's not the answer.
Yeah, a part of the question.
What I mean here in the Roman script, and we have the question mark in the front of it.
Yeah, here also question mark. But this one is niyamo yan sadaranampi. Okay, right, you're right. But so in this year, ayan niyamo na yodo nanu idi sodana. So nayan niyamo is included in the question mark. Nayan niyamo. Yeah, according to Myanmar version also, so even though here question mark, but at the end of the Nayan niyamo, not comma, full stop. Not comma in Myanmar next year. Sorry, in Myanmar version, Chatasangana version. So that means from the Nanu to the Niyamo is, like the argument. So a kind of question.
Yeah.
Yeah. In this way we can understand. So here instead of the comma should be full stop in this way. According to Myanmar version, Chatasangana version. And then now answer. So yan sadaranambi yatha visisanan labadi dan lekanan bawadi yewa. Okay, that is a short question. Yan sadaranam yatha visisanan labadi. So yan sadaranam, even though it is whatever it is common, Yan Sadharanambi, even though it is whatever, Yan Sadharanambi, whatever, even though it is common, but Yatha Visisanambi Labadi, in which, so, how to say, Visisanambi Labadi, it obtains as the distinction, then Lekana, Bawadi Yewa. That one, even though it is Sadharana, common, but then Lekana, Bawadi Yewa. So it is only the characteristic.
So Sayadaw, what is the subject of Lapati, Sayadaw?
Yan Sadharana.
Yang Sadharana.
Yeah, Yan Sadharana. Yan Sadharana, actually, so...
Then what is the object
okay.
of Lapati, Sayadaw?
Sorry. So to understand that sentence, so we should use the that also. At the time, the sentence structure will be clear to us.
So Yang and Tang, right? So it's not Yatha, right? Yang and Tang. So
sorry. Before going that, this one also. Yeah, as you said. So Nayaniyamo. Nayaniyamo is the shortest answer. Nayaniyamo is the shortest answer. So but based on that answer, the Sodana make a question. Ayaniyamo na yodo in this way. Ayaniyamo na yodo. Na yodo nanu. In this way, he make a question. But the short answer is Ayaniyamo. So ayam. This is not niyamo, not permanent. Not niyamo, not fixed. So to understand the meaning of the nayan niyamo, so ayan here referring to the this one. That is the meaning of the ayan. So lakanina asadarina bhavidabba. The ayan not niyamo. So the characteristic is common. The characteristic should be in common. So that statement is not fixed, not always right. That is the meaning of the Nayaniyamo. You understand, Mr. Ryan?
yes, Sayadaw, yes.
Okay. So ayan, this statement of the Lekanina Nama Asadana Bhuidaban is so not niyamo, not fixed, or not all the time right. Mostly right, but not all the time right. Not right all the time. So that is why, and also how. That is short answer, and also that one will be explained widely here. So yan sadharanambi yata visisanan labadi dan lekanam bhavadi yewa yan sadharanambi bhavadi yata visisanambi labadi.
So yang refers to the lakkhana, right? Yang lakhanang Sadaranam Vilapati, right? Because we based on
Yeah.
the Lakkhane Nama Asadara.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that
Yan
refers to
Lekhana.
Lakkhana. Yeah.
Yeah. Yan Lekhana Sadaranambi Labadi. Okay. Right, right. So Yan Lekhana Sadaranambi Labadi. And also Yatta. What does it mean, Yatta? Sadaranambi Labadi. Ah, sorry. So Sadaranambi. Sadaranambi. So like a nominated absolute. Like so Yan Lekhana Sadaranam Samanambi. Whatever characteristic, even though it is Sadarana. Sadaranambi here should be understood as the, nominated absolute.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Sadarana Samanambi. Even though it is Sadarana. So Yata in which place? So Visisanan Labadi. Visisanambi Labadi. That Lekhana. So labadi here should be understood as taken as, which is a distinguish or distinction. Is taken as distinction. So then that is so lekhana bhavadi yewa. So surely, certainly is the characteristic, becomes the characteristic.
Okay.
So that means now in the Akhayata, the Upasaka also mean or refer the asatva. Nibbada also refer the asatva. But so generally they are the same, but especially that Nibbada is the state of the Nibbada, meaning the asatva is distinguished. So that is why that should be the characteristic for the Nibbada in this we want to say.
Yes. Okay. Sayadaw.
Okay. So bhavadi jiva. So and then here similarly yatha. So robanathena rupan. Just like the robanathena rupan. So in the sense of changing, it is called the rupa material form. But so robana inja nama virodha vijaya sanibadena visati sopati. Robaninja. How to divide it? Robaninja. Robaninja nama. Oh. Sorry. Space is amazing. That is difficult to understand. So Robaninja nama virodha vijaya sanibadena visati sopati. Here Robana changing also actually visati sa opati. So appearance of in visati dissimilarity. Appearance of dissimilarity. So because of Virodha, the condition of the opposite condition, which opposite reason or the reason, and so Sanibada, so meeting of those, so Virodha, which opposite reasons. That is a form of that one is a dissimilarity. Okay, that is called the Robana. So then that Robana Lekana is Aruba Nambi Vejadi Yewa. There is in the Aruba, in the immateriality as well. That Robana, that changing. Mind also has a nature of changing. Matter also has a nature of changing. But so said as that Robana Lakana is the characteristic of the Rupa, even though it is it belonging to the Nama Aruba as well. So Rupa Dhamma Bana Bat Rupa Dhamma Bana Robana Siddhati Sani Badana Obadiya Bhagatan. But the change of the material things are Bhagata, obvious. So Siddhati Sani Dana Badiya. Siddhati Sani Dana Badiya. So a chance that didn't go about me in jump hit the chin. Siddhati Sani Dana. Oh, okay, it should be a single word. So Siddhati Sani Dana Obadiya. So Obadiya also by means of. So Sita as the coldness, the joining meeting of coldness, etc. So the change of the material things are obvious. Bhagata. So the Deva, then Eva, that Robana Lekana, Ruba Dhamma. So Robana Tena, in the sense of the changing, Rubandi Wodan, it is said as Ruba. So Ewa Mewa, Ewan, Itabi, Ewan, in the same way, Itabi here also, in this, the Orthodox Vajaka also. So Yan Wisisado Satuan Nawadati. The Dewa Orthodox Vajakandi Nibada Bada Mewa Wojati. So Yan Lekana, Yan Nibada Wisisado Sadwan Nawadadi Yan Nibada or Yambadan, which word? So does not mean Sadwa especially. The Dewa Dan Ewa Badan, only that word. Asada Vajakandi saying so as Asada Vajaka, so Nibada Bada Mewa Wojati as said as Nibada Bada. So that is why Asada Vajaka is set only for the Nibada Bada, because that Nibada so especially does not mean Sato. Okay, that is the past one. And then what about the Akhyada and the Ubaseka? So Akhyadika Badani. Akhyadika Badani. So Akhyada, Ubaseka, and the Nama. So Sato Nesitan. Akhyadika Badan. Akhyadika Badan. Akhyadika pattern. So Akhyadika pattern is just referring to the Akhyata. Akhyata pattern. Akhyata pattern. So Akhyata Ika pattern. The word which is Akhyata, no, not Dika. Sorry. So because this is about the Akhyata, next one about the Upasaka. Okay, so Akhyadika pattern. So Akhyadika pattern, the word which is Akhyata or Akhyata pattern. So Sattva Nesitan, depending on the Sattva or Dabba, Kiriyan Wadedi refers to the action, Kiriya. But Upasaka also, then we say Seti. Upasaka also, then we say Seti, then Kiriya. Upasaka also, then Kiriya, we say Seti, modifying that Kiriya. So Akhyata was depending on Dabba, Kiriya and Wadedi indicates the action. Upasaka modifying that Kiriya. So Idi, therefore, they will be both of them, both of the Akhyata and Upasaka. The Sattva Vachino we are Hondi. So looks like, mean, or seem to mean Sattva Vachino. The Dabba. But Nibada Badambana. But Nibada Bada. So Nibada what is Dabba Do Dura Bhutan. Samujayadi. 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 Samujayadi Wadadidi. But Nibada is not like that. So Dabba Do Dura Bhutan, which is far from the Dabba. Dabba means Sattva. So Samujayadi, Samujaya, etc. So what that means, what Samujaya, etc. That is why, therefore, iti. So the Deva Nibbana, then Eva Nibbana, only that Nibbana is said as Asada Vajaka. Asada. So certainly Asada Vajaka. Entirely, definitely Asada Vajaka. That is why that Asada Vajakan is the definite characteristic of the Nibbana, not related to the Akhyata and the Upasaka, because they are partly related, partly means, even though they do not refers to the Sattva, but to refers to the the action, they are related to the Dabba. That is why Sattva Nesita. Sattva Nesita. But Nibbana is not like that. Never related, entirely, completely, definitely apart from the Dabba. So that is why this characteristic is related to the only the Nibbana. That is it should be characteristic for the Nibbana. So okay. Even to me also difficult to understand partly. So now is it clear to you, Mr. Ryan?